Let's see here. I'm going live on TikTok and YouTube, y'all. Live on TikTok and YouTube. So today is actually, I don't know, it's like a happy day for me. I didn't really do shit, but it is a happy day for me because I just do like a quick public service announcement thing for real, for real. Like for everybody. Um, I really wanted to say like some real quick, not slick, but some quick stuff, real, because I got a, I'm in the door with a lot of content creators, and I'm in the door with a lot of content creators and stuff like that. And as of lately, what it's been is like, you're trying to shed light on things, man. But like what I was saying is like, as of lately, some of the stuff I've been working on, podcast wise and all that, it's it's kind of it's important to me, the work I'm doing. But a lot of times, it depends on if you get in the right lanes. If you're not in the right lanes, this type of work doesn't pay. But you know, anyone that's like hip to, you know, Second Lab Media and the stuff that I'm doing, you know what I mean. I'm really happy about it. But today, I just want to say like, um, content creators, convict content creators, or whatever, you know, get free, man. Get free because today is 7 years for me. Today, right now, I walked out of a prison 7 years ago, and it was monumental. But I remember walking out of the prison. I was like, okay, I'm home, but the reality of it is I'm not free. You know what I mean? Preciosa, what's going on? But I realized, I'm home, but the reality of it is I wasn't free. So 7 years later, which is today, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, now I'm happy I can say that I'm free. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people, hey, how you doing? You got a lot of content creators, a lot of them that are like, convict content creators, because we're in our own little space. You know, they're doing these things, they're making money, and they're bringing consciousness and knowledge to the topics and everything. But finally caught me on live. I don't go live that often. But like I said, a lot of times when they're doing the things that we're doing, people just don't realize that even though you're out of prison, being out of prison doesn't make you free because there's so much more stuff you have to do. You have me when I say I'm completely free, I say because I'm not on probation, I'm not on parole. I have my civil rights back. I have my gun rights back. I have my passport. I'm able to travel. I'm able to do all these types of things. And still, there's other type things you can look at. But to me, those are the things that make me realize and say I'm free. I hate it when I talk to somebody that was formerly incarcerated, and I say to them, "Hey, look, we can travel here." They say, "Well, I need to get permission from my parole officer or my probation officer." That's not free. I mean, and I'm not saying that I'm talking down on what they're doing. The goal should be to get complete freedom from the system altogether, man. Complete freedom from the system altogether, where you're not answering to a probation officer, you're not answering to a parole officer, and any of those type things, man. That's, to me, in my mindset, that's what freedom is, And what's up, Big A? What's up, Aaron? Hey, bro. Aaron Pilly in the house. But yeah, when I say about freedom and stuff like that, I'm also on the YouTube too. But I'm trying to get more acquainted with doing the TikTok thing. But when I say about freedom and stuff like that, that's the goal. The goal is just not to be out of prison. You know what I mean? Because many of us get out of prison and you're still locked up in your minds. I'll say this today, 7 years today, 7 years today that I've been home from prison, and I'm still in my mind, I'm still trapped up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I have family that loves me that I struggle being around. I have a woman who cares for me greatly. I still struggle being around. I have a little brother who cares for me greatly. I still struggle with being around. So these are things where you're locked up mentally, but when it comes to like I said, the convict content creators, I don't know what the real name is going to be. We got to come up with a name for that, Aaron. The convict content creators, we can't just stop at just saying we're out of prison. There's more to do. In fact, Aaron, when your homeboys hit me up today, it hit me up today, and the reality of it is, when he hit me up, he was talking to me, and he was like, "Yo, I need help doing this. I need help doing that." You know, and he was going in and going in. And I was like, he is one of your homeboys from Nevada hit me up. He hit me up, sent me a message, and I was like, "Yo, yeah, Steve." And I was like, "Yo, I appreciate you hitting me up," but he was giving me the detail, and all I could think was like, "Look, I'm not a lawyer, but I have lawyers on my team." And I said, if someone sent you to me, then I'm gonna put you in the right position to be successful and do as much as I can. So I'm gonna try and help him out. I'm gonna hook him up with the lawyers because, you know, legal stuff ain't my thing, but I'm definitely gonna put him in the right spot. But I say all that to say, because once we get out, we can't forget about those who are locked up, man, who are still locked up. We can't forget about them. You know what I'm saying? I go on, if you go on prison TikTok, yeah, no question, bro. Hey, and look, I didn't even know who he was. But I said, "Yo, if Aaron sent you to me, we're good people. I got you." So, and what he's got going on is serious. You know what I mean? Because that's a life. That's, to us, that's a life or death situation. So I'm gonna do everything I can to get him plugged in. I told him to write me a letter, and when he writes me the letter, I told him to give me all the details, because he was talking about it, and I didn't want him to waste his call because I'm not gonna remember it. So I said, "Look, bro, let me cut you off." And this is what I said to him: "I'm gonna cut you off. Put everything in the letter from A to Z." He said, "Your guy know." Yeah, he said, "Yeah, we're together at Victorville, right?" And I told him what I'm gonna do is send the letter to my lawyer and let my lawyer do it. He said, "All right." And then we just kicked it for like 2 calls. You know what I'm saying? We just kicked it about other stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm saying the reason I jumped on here today is because, like I said, I'm celebrating my 7-year anniversary of being home. But like, I'm trying to encourage other content creators, convict content creators, not to just stop with being home. You know what I mean? Because there's so much more to that. You gotta get, like Aaron. My man Aaron is an example. He's supposed to be coming down here on Saturday, but he had to get a request, you know what I'm saying, a permission from probation parole. You know what I'm saying? To us, to someone who's been incarcerated, and I'm pretty sure he can attest for this. Okay, and we were together before that in High Desert State Prison. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. Yeah, we just clicked it. We just kicked it for like 2 clicks, bro. But I say all that to say, for an individual coming home and you're out of prison, we don't look at it as if we're free. And if you do look at it as if you're free, you're messed up, man. You're messed up in the head, because you still got to answer to a probation officer. You still got to answer to a parole officer. You still got to ask for permission to go places. You don't have. That's not freedom. The ultimate goal is for us to be able to have all of our rights back, and so on and so forth. And that's one of the things that I'm doing, that I'm pushing for with Second Lap. And I don't want people who I deal with or associate with to ever look at it like, okay, I'm home from prison, I'm free. That's not where it's at, bro. That's not where it's at. It's the next step. The freedom to say, you know what? I'm gonna go do this and go do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out the country for a week. You know what I'm saying? I want to go and go see my family in Texas, Nevada, Georgia, wherever. You know what I'm saying? And not having to ask for that type of permission. That's the type of freedom that we want, man. You know, that's the type of freedom that we're seeking. And this, on my 7th year today, I'm trying to encourage other convict content creators to push for that. Push the bar to that, to try and get that complete freedom, off paper, off parole, all that type stuff, and then look back at those who are still incarcerated and try and find out a means of getting them out too, man. Because it doesn't just stop with us. It does not stop with just us. And it's hot as hell, and I got hyped up over nothing. But anyway, yeah, so since he's in here, or he was in here, you know, I want people to look at it and understand, man, there's a lot of work that needs to be done still. Don't ever look at it like, you know, it's over. And it's for me, it's the mental struggle, man. It's the mental struggle that said we left so many good ones behind. It's hard, definitely hard to forget. You know what I mean? Solid people. We left a lot of solid people behind, and we just have to try and figure out a way to be successful and manage it any way that we can. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, year 7 for me. I still struggle, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of things. But you know, what do you say? There's hope at the end of the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. He said it's so many hard to forget. Yeah, it's definitely hard to forget, bro. Definitely hard to forget. But another thing too, man, is with the direction that I'm trying to take this nonprofit organization, the direction I'm trying to take this whole Second Lap Media thing, man. Y'all stay on board, man. I just talked to a lady for about 20, 30 minutes, Laura, out of Tennessee. She's been home for several years, And she said she's been waiting to tell her story and everything like that. And I was like, I bet. I said I got a little platform and everything like that. And she was expressing to me how she liked, from what she saw, that I wasn't glorifying penitentiary life, or I wasn't glorifying any of that type of stuff. And the reality of it is, if anyone's really been through that type of shit, you're not gonna glorify it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say curses, but really I look down. So I feel like we're making waves, though. We're gonna be at the table, people. Damn right we are. Especially that movement you got going on, man. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be at the table because they gotta listen. There's too many of us, and this is something I said too. I said this a couple of years ago. It was like, if you look at it, right? If someone doesn't have a life sentence, they have a release date, right? If they don't have a life sentence, they got a release date. And the day that they come home, society has to deal with that. You know what I mean? It'd be better, it would behoove them, if I could use that word, to put them in a good position to be successful once they're home. Because if you come home from prison and you haven't had your things lined up, where you don't have support system or so on and so forth, you can go back. Look at how many people that we know, Aaron, anyone else that we know that are home that reoffended and went back into prisons, right? No one gets out of prison and just say, yo, I'm gonna get out for a little bit so I can go back to prison. I've never met a person like that. I think every person that comes home that I've met, plus the majority of them, everyone that comes home from prison, you have the intent of being successful and trying to do right. I've never met a person in my 25 years, 1 month and 10 days of being incarcerated. I've never met a person that was locked up, got out and said, you know what? I'm going to go do this so I can fuck up and go back to the penitentiary. I've never met one. Pardon my language. I never met one to do that. But it just so happens. So we have to put it in the minds and of everyone to say, hey, look, when these people are coming home from prison, we got to help them be successful in the best way that we can. Because you got to think about it. Taxpayer dollars goes to what? Many of our tax-paying dollars goes to supporting people that are incarcerated, right? I think it's like $52,000 for inmate in Virginia per year, right? Tax-paying dollars takes care of many of the inmates where they are incarcerated. So why are you going to stop trying to support them once they get out? Think about it. The entire time they're incarcerated, tax-paying dollars help them. While they were inside. Hey, there go my man. Nick, what's going on, brother? What's going on? I'm trying this live thing out, man. He said, preach. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check out my man Beyond Biz podcast, man. My big brother, Nick, right there. But, okay, so the court process is meant to break you. So after you're broke, when do they heal? You're saying the process is meant to break, so after you're broke, when do you heal, or when do we heal after incarceration? It takes time, bro. You know that. Like I told you, 7-year anniversary for me right now today. Still healing. Still trying to figure it out, still trying to figure out my lane, because a lot of times, bro, you got to think of it. And when we're incarcerated, and everybody's, a few people in here on my YouTube, whatever, when you're incarcerated, the thing that goes through our mind is, it's me against the world. You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell me you don't think that. It's me against the entire world. I'm not going to let them break me. So that's when we get into, let me invite you up. You trying to come up, bro? It says invite Aaron Pila. Do you want to come up? I'll pull you up, bro. I'll bring you up. You trying to come up. But just tap it, I guess, if you're trying to come up on a thing. But like I said, we look at it like it's us against the world. And it's that mentality that does one or two things. It makes somebody go schizo, or it gives them that strength and that power to fight against all odds, man. Against all odds. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, today, listening to a guy who's facing life with no parole, listening to him on a phone conversation today, never met this guy. Listening to him today inspired me to think like, yo, one, I got to be extra thankful and really count my blessings. That's first and foremost, right? Requested to join. Come on up, bro. How do I do this? Accept. Are you in there? How'd that work? Now what I do?
Yeah. It should have just went side by side. I don't know what it's doing.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah, got us in 9 boxes. Why is it
Bro, I don't know, bro. Look, and I don't look, I'm the rookie.
I don't know. I'm not sure how you
Word.
something that I need because
Word.
it's sad when you hear that pain in somebody's voice, somebody who's never coming home and just wants another chance at life and who doesn't deserve it.
Right, right.
And you remember those dark days of sitting in a prison cell alone.
Hell yeah,
Brings
bro.
all those thoughts and all those feelings back.
Yeah.
But it helps you in that moment to just be grateful for everything that you have at your fingertips.
No question. Hey, look, just for my little YouTube fam, I got my main man Aaron right here. Yeah, check him out. For my little YouTube crew. But yeah, like when he popped in, he hollered at me, right? And we were talking, we were chopping up, and he started off like, "Hey, I got this in my case," and I said, "Bro, I said I'm not a lawyer. I have lawyers on my team. Send me a letter. I'm gonna send it to them." And I said, he was like, "Well, look, this." I said, "Look, Aaron sent you to me, so it's a wrap. There's nothing needs to be said." So when I send, he's gonna send me a letter. When I get the letter, I'm gonna send it to our lawyers that are in Texas. That's my lawyers are on stuff like that, right? And they'll get on it. But then the next thing I was saying to him was like, "Bro, let's just kick it." You know what I'm saying? So by him we just talked about, you know what I'm saying, where he knew you, the stuff he got going on. He told me about in the dog program. What's up, bro? Johnny boy, what's happening? He was telling me about the dog program and all that. And again, I got more out of that for the rest of the day than probably I got out the last 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how that does us. You know what I'm saying? Puts you in the thought and say, "Damn, bro. Hey, Nick, you trying to come up? What's up, bro?" I think Nick trying to come up.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things. Like I said, you don't ever want to piggyback off of the pain of somebody else
Hell no.
to find some purpose.
Right.
And as shitty as that sounds, it really does give you some kind of inspiration. Like, no matter how hard shit is, like, damn, my dude's in there. I know he's down and out, but he still keeps his head up.
Yeah.
Still finds joy. He finds a way to stay positive. I try to reciprocate the energy and elevate it every time if I can when he calls.
Right, right. That's all we can do, bro.
That's tough, bro.
Yeah.
It's not something that he deserves. He's in there on a property crime, non-violent dude. And I was at a violent yard with him where violence is the only language that's accepted or listened to. And I never saw that dude hurt anybody.
Right, right.
He was the first one to try and get everybody together to try and ease whatever stress or tension or try to avoid any clashes that would lead to violence. Just an all-around good dude. It's just when I heard that he got life without, I couldn't believe it because when you hear life without, that's a sentence that's for somebody who doesn't have the mental capacity or the emotional response to deal with a civilian life.
Right,
And he's beyond that.
right.
He's very empathetic. He's very intelligent. He has all these qualities that anybody in life would gravitate towards in any walk of life.
Right, right, right.
Just that struggle, it humbles me when I hear about it and when I talk to him every time.
Yeah, when he jumped on the phone, bro, it ripped at me immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because he was going in. Like I said, I ain't no lawyer, man. I'm just like, okay, well, let me do this. But on the strength of that's what we talked about. I said, "Yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying?" And I got some heavy hitters. What's up with my guy? Yeah, I got some heavy hitters out there, bro. So we're gonna see what we can do for him. But immediately, bro, it just put me in a mindset, and I realized like midday, I was like, "Fuck, bro, this is 7 years today, bro. 7 years today I've been home." You know what I'm saying? I called my pop, and I was like, "Yo, Dad," I said, "Yo, 7 years today." He was like, "Yeah, congratulations," and he just jumped off the phone. You know what I mean? But to me, you know how stuff is. We got these little victories that we have, right? And the reason I kind of jumped on was to talk about him and to talk about like we need to even push even further. You know what I'm saying? Like it should not stop with just being home from prison, getting your rights back. Like I told you, I got my gun rights and everything back. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that came from before I came home. I was with, I used to hang with the little law library dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, well, when dudes go home, do this, do that. And they were the ones who told me, because I ain't gonna say I cheated the system, but I kind of cheated the system because I paroled, right? They gave me parole instead of me maxing out my sentence because they wanted to keep me on paper. It wasn't because of good behavior, I promise you that. But I paroled, and instead of going to Virginia, I said, yo, send me to Maryland. So I paroled out of state. And in the state of Virginia, in the state system, when you go out of state, they put you on What is it? Damn. It's not Saddle Track. It's another thing that Interstate Compact. I was on Interstate Compact. So I had a little bread, you know what I'm saying? I paid that up, so there was nothing, nigga. What's going on? What's going on? There's nothing they could really say on that, but you got us, okay, look, he's in another state, so they kept coming at me, but it was two different laws. So they just basically said, man, fuck it, let him go. Boom. So what the law library dudes had told me worked. So when I send the word back, now I got dudes that's coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm convict behavior's girlfriend. What? Hey, Aaron, I'm convict behavior's girlfriend. Okay, shout out to convict behavior. You know who that is? Oh, word. What's up? What's up then? What's up? Yeah, so it was a thing where like once I got off, the next thing I was like, okay, how am I getting my voting rights back? Then after that, getting ready to go to Vegas to be on the podcast here. Word. Yes.
No, John Boy was just asking what I had going on. I was just letting him know. I was actually getting ready to post that in the story, just to let everybody know I'm heading out to Vegas. I'm packing right now, but
Oh yeah.
the secretary sent me that picture that with me and you, Second Lab Media, whatever. I was getting ready to post that on my story right now.
Okay, yeah. Oh look, wait, I got something for you, bro. Hold on.
So a little backstory. I guess he's not on here, but I'm glad he was able to take himself over there, self-surrender. I know it's gonna be tough for you, Kaylee, but it's only a year. He only has a year and a half, so he's gonna get a little bit of halfway house, a little bit of good time, a little bit of first step. It's all like, I'm sure they'll have him out of there. Probably pretty quick.
Hey, bro, got something for you.
Yeah, 18 months. What is that? Department of Corrections. Where the fuck did that come from?
Hey, look. Hey, listen. I'm going with the mastermind, bro. Chris was like, look, when we get out there, we making content. I was like,
This is a fool, bro. I swear to God.
hey, look. The first thing he said,
You got something like prisoners or what?
hey, look. He said, bro, I got some skits. We're gonna do this. I said, I bet. So.
He got some costumes for us, babe.
Hey, look. Hey, listen.
No, we're gonna wear orange jumpsuits.
Orange jumpsuits. We got the police uniform. Hey, tell Cello she got to be a CO for us. We got the CO uniform and all that.
Can we take that home though?
Huh?
Can we take the costume home?
What are you thinking, Cello? What do you think? Hey, bro, my show is PG, bro. We can't. Hold on, I got some other stuff you can take home. Hold up. I got the handcuffs and everything.
Damn.
Hold up.
Those are the 1600 ones. And no
Hey, but look.
1990s?
Hey, listen, I'm just going off his vibe, bro. He was like, look, just trust me, I got you. I said, all right, bet. He said, Aaron with it? I said, I'm gonna check it. He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, we good. Let's ride with it.
I ain't got no shame.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. We got your back and his. You good? Hey, no.
Laundry and shit not getting ready. We're packing up.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you popping in, man. For real.
Yeah, you better know it. I support you 100%. So
Likewise, bro.
I had to get in and say what's up.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, look. So when y'all hit the city, let me know. I'm gonna run to the.
Yeah, I'll probably text you when I get to like Mesquite.
All right.
I'll let you know when we're about 45 minutes out.
Bet.
So a little backstory. I didn't get to talk to you too much about Gio. Gio was a CO at Victorville USP when I was there.
Bro, I've been checking his stuff out. Pretty
Pretty wild dude, but good, down to earth dude. Got a great heart.
Right, right, right.
Because when a CO or ex-CO even can come to terms and sit down at a table with an ex-convict and just have a serious conversation, an open discussion, and try to empathize with each other, I can respect that 110%.
Yeah, no question. I've been checking his stuff out, right? At first, I was like, "Who is dude?" So I checked the stuff out, and I was like, I'm gonna do a deep dive on it anyway, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's square for real. He good people for real." So he's coming with you, right? He'll be here.
He's probably gonna come over there and we'll probably hit a workout together, and then he'll probably run back, jump in the shower, whatever, and then come back and pick me up.
Yeah, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever.
Pick him up.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm a firm believer, bro. Like if he's in your circle, and I fuck with you, you fuck with him, then he good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna be important in the life is chess. Everything that we're doing is strategic.
right. Word.
So you have to look at everything in the bigger scheme of things. And I feel like that relationship with Gio and his relationship with still COs working in different not just the BOP but other facilities around the country,
Word.
that's gonna be important for the future.
Word.
But not only that, like I said, he's a good dude. So I think him being right there in Vegas too, I think that'll be a good connection for both of you guys.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
It's always about networking. So
Hell yeah. We got some stuff. We got some stuff planned too, man. I gotta get your ass off that paper, bro, so you can go back in these prisons with us, bro. Cause we about to start that back up heavy, like I was doing before. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think so. They passed a new law that said you only have to do a year on your paper. You got to file some type of motion. But I know everybody down there at Federal Prison Tips, Kyle and all those guys, they're gonna file my motion in August. So hopefully I can get off in August. That'll be the soonest. But I believe I will. I've done everything I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
They know I'm not messing around with them. So
Word. 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 That's what's up, bro. Definitely, man. Looking forward to it, man. Y'all safe travels, man. All right, and look, and tell I said I'll think about the jumpsuit. I'll think about the jumpsuit. I might. All right, bro. Peace.
all right, bro.
Yeah, so like I was saying to everybody, man, preach. That's my big dog, man, Aaron Paler, man, good dude, man. I met him on TikTok. I met him on TikTok, and we rocking ever since. I wanted to have him on the show and everything. And the first thing he was like, he said, "Yeah, I'll do it, but I don't glorify penitentiary shit." And I said, "Neither do I." So that's actually perfect. But like I was saying, man, I just wanted to pop in for a little bit and celebrate me today. You know what I mean? Celebrating me today, man. 7 years I've been home, trying to do some good stuff. I've had a few failures, a few hiccups and stuff like that, but I'm working at it, man. SG, what's going on? What's going on? So it's one of the things I'm working on it, man. And I can see it, what y'all are saying on YouTube. Hold on, let me see what's saying on TikTok. Okay, people popping in. Okay, Vic, too bad. What's happening? What's happening? But yeah, y'all go to the YouTube, man. Check out some of the stuff we had, some of the interviews we've had already. I got some great interviews coming up. I got my man Scourge. I'm country, so I say it funny. I got my man Scourge coming out of Arizona. He's an artist, an advocate. He did like 14 years. I got Jay Nicole. You know what I'm saying? She's coming up. She's gonna be coming up in February. I got Makara Ellis. She's gonna be popping back on the show again. Then I got my man Chino. It's funny. I actually did like a fan favorite on this guy, Chino, man. I like chased him down because when I heard his story, if y'all go check his show out, man, check his page out. Chino, good dude, man. Did his time, came home trying to do his best he can. He got 9.4 million on one of his posts. You know what I'm saying? 9.4 million on one of his posts. And what he's doing, he goes back and he has to see his he goes to see his father at the border, man. Can you imagine that? You know what I'm saying? I think his father got deported or something like that. But he goes to see his father at the border regularly. You know what I mean? And that kind of like touched my heart because everyone, if you know me, you know how close I am to my own father. But it's one of those things where, again, like I said, man, you just gotta be thankful and count your blessings, man. 7 years today, man. One time for the big dog. Woohoo, woohoo. all that good stuff. The big dog, man. I'm happy about it. Looking for 7 more, pushing harder than I did before. Got some things to tie up, a few strings, loose ends to tie up, and it's been hard, man. It's been hard, but it's been a blessing the whole time. And the close out, man, because I gotta eat and I gotta get ready and I gotta go paint a toilet and I gotta make props and all that type stuff. Always big ups to my main man Vic. Big ups to my main man Vic. He rode with me all the way to LA. All the way to LA, man, to do an interview with brother Musa, man. Is that Packy? What's going on, Packy? Man, Packy, you don't be hollering at me, bro. We in the same circle, but we ain't in the same circle, Packy. You gotta get at me one time, bro, for real. But yeah, he started liking a lie. I be seeing you, bro. You be talking to all the people I'm connected to, but we ain't in the same circles yet. I do the podcast thing too. But Packy Vision, man. Anybody on there, check in, pop in, check on my man Packy Vision TV, man, on my YouTube and my TikTok, man. But like I was saying, 7 years today. I'm happy. I'm at a good spot. 7 years I've been home. But like I said, anyone that has ever been incarcerated, it's not on. Hold on, you want to come up? Come on up. What's happening, bro? I can't call. What you got going on?
So I'm running up here to the store and then I'm heading back and I got my bro pulling up. We're about to do like a little live session in about 10 minutes.
Okay. That's what's up. I just had Aaron on the show. He's coming down this weekend.
Oh yeah, Aaron Bueller?
Yeah, he's coming down this weekend to be on my podcast. Him and Chris Willers, Christopher Life Willers, they're gonna be on the show this weekend. And
Oh
yeah,
that's good, man.
doing a little content. Then I'm supposed to be getting. I'm gonna fly Jay out here, but he got to get wifey with him, so I gotta save my little EBT card to get them tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy William?
Yeah. That's my homeboy. He from Richmond. He from out Richmond.
Okay, yeah, that's what you meant. We know a lot of the same people.
Yeah, we in the same. Cause I be on your stuff. I be seeing it. We in the same circle. We know some of the same people and stuff, right? But you know how that go. You know how that is. Yeah.
Yeah, like it always finds its way to where people kind of link. Yeah, that's cool. I just worked with Christopher Willers like 2 weeks ago. He let me jump on his podcast.
I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
You got some big. That's good, bro. Them everybody you just named is big. Is like a good deal, and it's cool. You already know them.
Right. Word.
Be having them on,
Yeah.
Jump things ahead. Every time you do stuff like that, I've learned it's progressed every time. Every person I work with is a little bit more that it progresses.
Word. And it's a learning too. I'm learning as we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How long you been free for?
Today, bro, makes 7 years. Today, 7 years. Yeah.
Like that, bro.
Yeah. 7 years today, man.
Fast or the state?
I did all state. All my time was state, bro. I did all state time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was in. I did my time in Virginia. I did 25 years, 1 month and 10 days in Virginia. You know what I mean? Yeah. He said, "Damn."
Yeah, right. Yeah, every time I hear shit like that, I'm like, man, it's so many people going through. I did my 7 years and I had bunkies with time like that. I've had bunkies that was, doing that long bid, never coming home and shit. So
Right.
I used to not even really try to talk about it or think about it, but in my mind, I'd be like, man, my situation could be way worse.
Right. Word. But then again, you got to look at it too. Like I got a homeboy of mine who did 4 years, and I was saying to him like, bro, if you did 4 years or 40 years, if that time made you change, good deal. You know what I'm saying? It may have taken, because I ain't gonna lie, bro, for real, it may have taken me 25 years to get it right. You know what I mean? They could have let me out. I could have fucked up immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I never look down on the amount of time somebody did, because check this out. I'm gonna school you to this. I don't know if you know this. When people say a bid, right? They always say we did a bid, right? Did you know that that's an Arabic word for an odd number? Yeah. Bid is an Arabic word for an odd number of time. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, yo, I did this amount, I can't discredit the amount of time you did, because you could have learned something in 3 years and it would have taken me 10 years to learn. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely what it is, bro. But yeah, we gotta get up, man, for real, bro. We gotta get up.
I don't want to be interrupted. She's
That's what it is, bro. I'm gonna get at you. Appreciate it, Packy. Yeah, good dude right there, man. Hey, look, y'all gotta understand when it comes to this content stuff, man. Everybody that's real is in the same circles, man. We all in the same circles. You can't come with that crazy stuff. Okay, Tamara Lee. I don't. Okay, you requested. Did you request to come up, Tamara? I'm confused. Invite. Y'all are putting these requests to come up. Y'all gotta let me know what's going on. But I was actually gonna sign off. But like I said, man, it's a thing where I don't know who that is. Manuel Blends. It says share the live. Encourage more share. Yeah, I mean, y'all share the live. I'm about to tap off, but y'all go ahead and share the live. But like on my YouTube and stuff, that's where I focus a lot of my attention on my YouTube and stuff like that, right? But like I was saying, 7 years today. 7 years today is a big thing for me. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Big love to my main man Mark, my best friend, my main man Vic. Everybody has been supportive in any type of way or dealt with my bullshit in any type of way. Because I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with. Baby girl, I see you there. I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with, but 7 years, man. Let's go 7 years more, man. Get his health thing straight, get his mental thing straight, man, and be successful and go back and get those who are still in those prisons, man, still in those, even if it's a mental prison, trying to get them out of that, man. Second Lap Media, you know what I'm saying? Second Lap, the Second Lap podcast, what I have is Visitation Room Podcast. But everybody go check out my webpage. It's www.thesecondlap.com. That's our webpage for our nonprofit organization. We're doing big things. We're about to start this prison tour up again. I got the team where I want it. You know what I mean? And little confidence is getting up there. I like to hear what y'all got going on. Good to see you out doing this. Yeah, that's right. My man, doing second year. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. You know what it is. Definitely know what it is. And yeah, we definitely we got to get up too, bro. But yeah, again, like I said, man, 7 years from me and today, man, just gonna celebrate. I'm gonna go drink me some eggnog and probably go stuff my face. Apple pie. She said, got another apple pie for you. Yeah. And it's not apple pie. Hey, I know you on the YouTube. She said, but look, bro, yeah, man, that's what it is, man. So again, I appreciate everybody and being supportive in every way, in any way y'all have been before, man. And that's it. That's all I want to do is tap in, man. Tap in. Do tap in this weekend, Saturday, 11 and 12 o'clock. We're going to have Aaron Pila. 12 and 1 o'clock. Aaron Pila, and then we're going to have Christopher Life Willers, man, coming on the show. Any support y'all can have, link in the bio. Any support y'all have, man, or any support y'all give, man, definitely appreciate it. And with that, man, I'm signing off.